Welcome. My name is Julie Batterton Price. I am a Blue Status Younique presenter pushing to green, and we're going to discuss the Addiction Palette 6 today. I'm going to show you one way to apply it, and these are the beautiful colors that are within the palette. We have 7 beautiful colors. And we're going to start with lofty, enthralled, audacious, impressive, blazing, calm, and delightful. That is the names all the way down. And look, I put my nail in it. Isn't that crazy? I hate that. Okay, so here we go. We are going to first, I have my face is all complete with the exception of my eyes and my lips. And we're going to start right underneath the brow and work down to our lid, all the way to the lash line with Victorious. And Victorious is a splurge cream shadow. Now I'm going to use that because I want to give myself a clean palette of which to work with my eyeshadows. Also, splurge helps to keep your shadows in place. It is no crease, no smudge, stay put, up to 18-hour. And I don't know about you, but my life's a little too busy to apply product over and over again throughout the day. So I want to do it once and be done. So just so that you know, I'm not ignoring it and I'm not trying to be rude. I do have a mirror just below my phone camera so I can see what I'm doing. Now, when you're applying your splurge, make sure you have your cream shadow brush. That's important. You let your tools work for you, okay? Your makeup application will be better with the correct tools. All right, so as you saw, I'm just pushing it in and just pulling it just slightly. I don't want to pull it all the way across at one time because you are going to make it ball up. This is a cream to powder shadow that you will absolutely love. If there's one color that you should get, it is definitely Victorious, okay? And so as you see, I'm just pushing it in and I'm just very slightly pulling it. Very slightly, and I'm covering all the way from brow to lash line, okay, just like that. And do you see automatically it takes and just puts it all mattified, and you can have your excuse me, your shadows apply flawlessly, okay? All right, so I'm gonna set that aside. All right, we're gonna give it a second to get all happy there on my, and dry it to the powder. And then we're gonna start with the color, I need my cheaters, hold on. Calm, I thought it was Calm. And so we're gonna start with this color right here. And we're gonna use this color Calm right up in our transition. Okay, right up in our transition. And what we're gonna do is gonna make for myself, I need to, I have a hooded eyes. This one's more hooded than this one. But as you can see, my lid goes up into the fleshy part right here of my eye. Now, some of this comes as you age, and others of it is hereditary, and it's just simply how God made you. And so let's just embrace it and just work with it. And so that's what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush right here. Those make all the difference, so make sure you get your correct brushes. And I'm going to take, now I've already used a Ms. Deer is what I use, and it's a color removal. It takes the color off your brushes. You just take it like this and you just swirl it around. Now I do also have the Younique brush cleaner, and I love it, and I use it once every 2 weeks to a month, okay? All right, so let's go into this and let's start with our crease. So I'm applying the shadow on one side of the brush, okay? One side. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I decide where I put my shadow, since I have a hooded eye, okay? My crease is way under here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my crease up a little bit. So I'm gonna take my shadow and I am just going to start making my own crease. Keep your eye open. You're going to see where to start. You're going to tap it right there, right where your lid ends, and you're going to just press it in, okay? Now this transition color is gonna help to blend the other colors beautifully, okay? This is a very light color, but it's gonna work beautifully in this application, okay? All right, so I'm just using my brush and putting it in there. You can see it on my end. Your end, I don't know. So just work with me, just work with me. All right, so I put that in. I have a fan blowing and it keeps blowing hair in my eyes. All right, so I've got that in my transition crease color right there. Right there. Just, I tapped it in and now I'm just blending it in. Okay. The next color that we are going to use is, now I'm a hooded eye lady and I'm also over the age 35. So we're gonna keep all metallics and shimmers below the crease. We're gonna only use matte above the crease, okay? Matte or satin. I kind of use a little bit of satin. So, okay, let's see here. We are gonna start with the color, oh dear, Blazing, right here. This beautiful, beautiful color. So we're gonna start with that color. And I'm gonna take it and put it on my, I switch up what I use with my brushes and where I use it, but I'm gonna use my fluffy brush because it's not gonna put as much product in one area as, say, the crease brush. This is our crease brush, fluffy crease brush, blending brush, okay? So I've just tapped it in, and I'm just gonna start right out here. Right out here. And I don't want to overpower, so I'm gonna build, because it is so much easier to build than to take it away, okay? Now, I am just lightly touching. You see this? So, bring it to the other eye, and I'm just lightly touching. What I'm gonna do is as I add, I'm gonna bring the color over, okay? I still want it to be a soft look. So, apply gently, and if it's not as bright as you need it or as bold as you would like it, you just add more, okay? All right. I'm gonna start over here again. I'm bringing in more color, and I'm bringing it over the eye, right into that crease. Remember we put that the color Calm in there? We're just kind of meeting up with that Calm right over, just like that. See there? All right, I also like to keep my color in between these two and not go past that line. Not go past my imaginary line onto my face, okay? All right, so here we go. Now we're gonna blend. So I'm got my hand way at the end of my little brush, and I am just little circles and swipe. Little circles and swipe. A good eye look does not have to be hard. It does not have to have 4 colors. It does not, you can go with 1, you can go with 2. Just make sure that what you're doing is that you're making sure to blend any harsh lines. You do not want harsh lines. And you make sure to blend well. And if you think you've blended well, blend a little more, okay? So I'm just little circles, swipe, just like a wiper. All right, so I'm just looking at my mirror here down below. Now, this eye has more real estate than this eye. And you see how this one is up and this one is down. So I know this, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna blend it up. We're gonna blend up a little higher. I'm gonna match it up. Girls, I'm just not symmetrical. All right, so look at that. All right, what do you think so far? All right. Isn't it pretty? It is such a pretty color. Okay, now, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take I want to tidy up just above my brow, or below my brow, just a little bit. So I'm going to go into that very first color, and I'm going to bring it in right here. See? Clean that straight up. Just calm, which is what its name is. It's calm. All right, just like that. All right, girls, here we go. We're going to move into our next color. Now, I am going to use the color Lofty on my eye, which is this color right here. And we're going to use that on the eyelid. So it varies what I use. Today I'm going to grab my rose water, and I'm going to grab, sometimes I use my angled sponge brush, which looks like this. And sometimes I just grab my, excuse me, my nose is just itchy. Sometimes I grab my deluxe brush. So today I'm going to grab my deluxe brush, okay? I'm going to take my rose water. Oh, my nose. The allergy index is off the charts in my area. All right, so I added rose water to the brush. I tapped it so we can get the extra water, rose water off. And then I'm just going to tap it into the color Lofty. Now, be careful with this. I'm going to take and just press, starting right here, and work my way over. Now, I'm not going to take it all the way over. Okay. I'm going to take it up to the crease, right here. Can you see what that's already doing? Look at that. It's brightening this beautiful, beautiful dark eye. Okay. So if you need to apply more moisture to your brush, do so before you start on the other side. And again, these colors are buildable. You can build them. So you go in, I go up to the top. You can feel the top of your eye. And I'm just pressing it in. And then we're going to blend in just a minute, but I want to make sure I have this all pressed in. Okay? So this is just one example of what you can do with these colors. One example. All right. Now, I think I'm going to go into Audacious. Right here. This really, really, really dark one. And I'm going to use it in the outer V. Now, here is where I am going to use I'm going to use my fluffy crease brush. Now, sometimes I would use my regular crease brush, but I'm going to grab the fluffy. I'm going to tap it into the Audacious, and we're going to make kind of like a V, okay? Right here. And I just tap, 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 and I'm just darkening the outer edge. We're going right into that other color. You see that? Okay, don't freak out. We are going to blend it, but I want to make the other side match. So put that there, a little there. Check the sides. This side's a little less. Press that up a little bit. Now, if you decide you want extra, girls, you just add extra. All right. I'm going to take a clean, fluffy blending brush. Make sure it's cleaned off of color. And I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to blend in this outer, okay? Blend it in so we don't have any harsh lines. You see? Eyes do not have to be difficult, nor do they have to take you forever. Now, if I was doing this without talking, I would be done, okay? I would be done. All right, you see I have a little more on that side than I have on that side, so I'm gonna take my little brush again, go back in, we're gonna add a little bit more right there, and then we're gonna blend, okay? All right, so can you see that? All right, so this is where I look at it and I judge. Do I want to do anything else? Do I want to add a little extra something somewhere? And I've noticed that I have a little bit of the lid color up a little too high over here. So that is what I'm going to take care of. I'm going to get my fluffy crease brush. I'm going to make sure it's clean. And then I'm going to get into that blazing color yet again. And I am going to pop it right in there, right there. I'm going to take it in, bring it down. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more out here. And then I'm going to blend. And girls, really, that's all there is to this eye. Just blend. Put it where you like it. Just like that. And blend. Now, go back and make sure to clean up your edges. Right here and right here. And then we are ready to do liner, okay? So let's just move on to that. I'm going to keep my palette close because I'm going to use that a little bit more. Okay? All right, so now I have my liners. Let's make this eye pop. You cannot judge your eye look until you are completely finished, and that means mascara. So the first thing I'm going to grab my white pencil, and I'm going to show you how to use that. I need to put my glasses on because sometimes things get a little discombobulated. All right, so I am going to use my black pencil. Let's make sure it's black. The black and navy blue are very, very close. Let me see. I'm also going to use, looking at my eye, I think I'm going to bring in, where are you? I might, but I'm not certain. I might bring in my purple pencil on the bottom. I think I just might. A purple, dark purple pencil. So let's do that. Alrighty. Now, I would like to use my Dip and Draw in Prominent on my upper eye. So that's what I'm going to do there. Okay, so let's get started. Very first thing I'm going to do, girls, so I'm going to make sure I have my magnification mirror. And I'm going to take my black Perfect pencil. It's got a nice sharpened edge on it. I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it right here. Can you see what I'm doing? Right here on the rim, the waterline area under my lashes. It's right from where your lashes pop out at. And I'm going all the way to the eye and up into the lashes. Whoops. Take your time, ladies. You can always fix it if you make a mistake, okay? So, there we go. Now let's do the other side. Now if you need to hold your outer eye while you do this, it's perfectly fine. I just find that it's easier to hold my mirror and apply with one hand. All right, once you're sure you have it pushed into those lashes, then you're done with that pencil, okay? So I'm gonna put it away. Sorry if my lighting's changing. We're getting a storm coming in, so I have my lighting on and I don't want to keep fiddling with it, but we're getting a storm in, so it's getting darker outside, and so I'm just gonna keep going with it. Okay, pristine white. Now my eyes are not huge. Some girls, they've been blessed with these great big eyes from God. I'm not one of those. All right, so I'm sharpening my pencil. This is our pencil sharpener from Younique. It matches our Younique pencils. Both the lip and the eye pencils are the same formula, girls. Same. And so they are water resistant, okay? So I'm gonna take this white, I'm gonna add it to my bottom waterline right here on the inside, and it will help to bring the white from the eye and extend it out onto the out a little bit, and it'll make the eye actually be appear larger. Okay, remember, makeup is about illusion. Okay, So, in a light color, it's going to pop out the feature. A darker color is going to push back. Like over here in my hooded eye, the start color pushes back the hood. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to lay it on its side. And I'm going to just lightly pass it across my lid. All right, I have a little bit of a hair there. Okay. Take your time. These pencils glide easily. They do not tug on your eye. They just glide seamlessly. Okay, you'll notice on my upper lid right here, I did make a little mess. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go right back into my eye product, my shadow, and I'm just gonna touch it in there, right there. There we go. I'm touching it in. All right, well, let's move on, girls. We're gonna pull out our dip and draw, and this one is in the color Prominent, which is a bronze color. Now, I don't go all fancy schmancy and do wings and all those kind of things. I've done a wing once in my lifetime, so I don't need to go any further from that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's the dip and draw. Do you see? It's just got a fine little point. And here's what you're gonna do. Look, watch. You're gonna take the brush and just tap it. You're gonna tap it right here above right at your lashes. See? Tapping. You're gonna do the whole lid. Some ladies don't like to use liner. I love liner. It's like I love big hair. All right, all the way out. Can you see? And then you let that dry. Now, if you were going to do a wing, you would take your liner and you would take it from the bottom line here and go up and then pull out and then fill it in. I know how to do it, it's just not my thing. All right, I'm going to do the same over here on this side. Again, press, 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 just like stamping. If you can stamp, you can definitely dip and draw your eye. Now, it is a little difficult when I get over to this side because I'm a right-hander. So my right eye is always the easier. All right, so if you come to the middle, make sure you don't flatten it. You do not want a flat eyelid, you know, over your eye. You don't want it to just be a stark flat. Make sure you have it following and rounding. And if you get a little bigger on one side, don't worry, just fix it. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so that's the dip and draw. The next thing I will use, let me get the pencils put away as I go. All right, so Christina's put away. Now, I have this color right here, and I'm gonna bring it underneath my eye, right here in front of the white pencil, okay? Now this one is in the color, this one's always hard for me to read. Let me see, Passionate. This color is Passionate. And so we're gonna put that in today with our color. All right, just ever so gently, right here. Right at the lash. I'm going to bring that in right there. Just like that. Now, girls, you could be warming your mascara while doing these steps. There we go, 2 of those are done in Passionate. And now we always make sure to smudge before our product sets. So you have 30 seconds to a minute. But here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna grab my little angled brush. This is my angled liner shader brush. And I'm gonna go right into that color Blazing. I'm just gonna tap my brush in the Blazing, and we're gonna bring that from up here where we've mixed that with the color Audacious, and we're gonna bring it down here. And I'm just going to tap, 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 just like that. Just bringing that color together. You see? Not hard, girls, not hard. Patience and practice. Right, so I'm gonna do the same over here. And so I'm just pushing that into that pencil. I'm pulling it over, and then I also take it up into the corner. Just like that. Don't be afraid that if you need to go back and do it again, just add a little bit more to your brush, and then tap it in, just like that. Do you see the difference? Can you see it? All right, we are all together finished with the eye, with the exception of the mascara. Okay, we do have a brand new 4D mascara coming out, okay? But we have until May 1st to get it. However, if you join my team right now, you'll get that 4D in your presenter kit, and there's 2 different kits. I'm not going to go into them on this live, or I mean on this video, I'm sorry. But if you go to juliebattertonprice.com, you can jump right onto my Younique site, and you can read all about it right there if you just go under join. Okay, all right, so a lot of ladies warm these up underneath their leg, underneath of their, or in between their yeah, and warm it up. I don't need to do that today. I prefer a warm cup of water in a coffee mug. That's my preferred way, okay? So when you use your Epic, do not pump it. Pumping is never okay. You can swirl it around in there. Wipe off the tip when you get onto the outside of your tube, and then start right at the lash line and bring them up. Okay? As you're bringing them up, twirl your wand just slightly, like rotate. Okay? Just rotate. If you have any lashes that stick together, I have a few that like to be buddies. Just take your brow spoolie or your brush comb and go through them. Okay, that's one coat. Now, girls, I've always had little teeny tiny lashes that you almost couldn't see. And I do use lash serum, although I'm not like religious about every night. There's some nights I just don't want to do it, and I don't. So other girls, they do morning and evening, but no, just no. Okay, so that's one coat on the top and on the bottom. So I grab at them first with the brush at the bottom and then get them all woke up. There we go. All right. I tend to have a little problem grabbing my lashes over to the side, and it's so not uncommon to hit my nose or my eye. And so if I do that, I just grab my spoolie after it dries and it flicks right off. All right, that's one coat, okay, ladies of Epic, one coat of Epic. Getting darker and darker. Going in for coat 2, I'm gonna tip the back of the lashes. And then I'm going to start at the bottom once again and pull up. All right. There we go. And like I said, if you have anything to grab, just use your tools and take care of them, okay? There we are. Can you see them? From what I understand, the 4D lash is one simple step, just like the Epic. And from what I also understand, that is mind-blowing. All right, that's 2 coats. I don't need more than that. Some days I might add 3, but 2 is usually good for me. And so there we have our eyes. Now I do like to, before I'm finished, I do like to take my Behold setting spray and spray it on my blender. And I like to press in below my eye. Now this helps to set everything under my eye. This is something I do. I don't see a lot of other people do it. Some of the other presenters do. It's just a matter of choice. Okay? Okay, so now we have our skincare, our base face, our bronzer, blush, brows, and eyes. Eyes have been done with Addiction Palette number 6. So that is finished, and the only thing I have left to do is lips and setting powder. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.